Hey everybody, this is AnimefreakChaos, and we are back to the Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. So, last time, and first of all, also I want to say, I am almost 100% complete better than my health. My eyes are still watery, but that's okay, that's normal. Because whenever anyone goes outside in this kind of weather, screw it, okay, forget the monologue. Anyway, I am 100% better in terms of health. Okay, cough here now and then, but that's normal. Anyway, so last time we made it to Guerrilla Fortress with everyone in tow. We explored the base a bit. Also considering that the captain of the entire base is a complete and utter dick, but you know, that's just him obviously being a dick. I am secretly hoping he dies, but that's kind of messed up to say. Anyway, we talked to everyone in Class 7. We explored parts of the base already, and technically we talked to everyone, so we don't need to talk to them again. So I believe we just have to go back inside now, and we should... I don't know who we have to talk to, but I guess we just go back. Alright, so let's go. Moving on. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I guess it just happened. Alright. This bulletin is to inform all Thor students that preparations for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. Sorry, I had nothing funny to say. I would say something funny, but I don't know. Alright. That's Instructor Neithardt. The time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way toward the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others on my way. I would assume so, considering you're the only group. Yep, still I got the cough, but better than nothing. Alright. Or not better than nothing. Better to have a cough than any other worse symptoms. Okay, sorry, enough about me. Alright. We boarded the armored cars and set off toward the training grounds. Okay. Okay, we just file in, I guess. To adventure! God, like... I'm... Ooh. The inside of the armored cars was narrow and cramped, and the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The car shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of raw, jangling travel, unable to even peek outside at the scenery, we finally arrived at Guerrilla Fortress's military training grounds. Okay. There we go. For some reason, I'm eerily reminded of, like, the landscape from Starship Troopers. I have no idea why. But now I'm just expecting a bunch of bugs climbing over the walls. Alright, so Guerrilla Fortress Annex, Military Training Ground. Okay, I'm assuming those are the older models, I think? Or are those the new models? Because Alyssa was talking about that earlier. Wow. Achetson main battle tanks. There's plenty of older model tanks like out there, too. It even looks like they have airships here. Oh yeah, like the ones we saw in Nord. Yeah, that's right. See the blue one in the far left? That's the one we saw overpassing his camp when we were at Nord Highlands. Welcome. Manly voice. Welcome. Oh. So who is it? Never mind. The hair color already told us who it is. So that's Elliot's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Oh no, Fee's voice. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made us jump from father to son, though. Ah, he's got the beard and everything. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Neithardt. And Instructor Valestein, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Many of these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army after all. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dyke. Ah, and these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Elliot, my boy, it's so good to see you. Huh? Oh, God. It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you got, too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. You still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's part of me that hopes you'll stay my little cherub forever. But you're a man of Erebonia, and the men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There do seem to be some differences from the stories. Look at Neithardt, he's just like, God damn it. You kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. See, he's just... What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. Ahem. Moving right along. Oh, now they give him the title. Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Yeah. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of a stimulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the Formation Center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today, we'll be using previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Ah, so the green ones are the old models. Gotcha. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with pain bullets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. Oh, jeez. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Huh. It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours. Right on schedule. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Still got the cough there. Alright, let's see what's going to happen now. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Division 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin! Yes, sir! Alright, 5th Armored Division. Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry U Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division, Armored Regiment, and Infantry U Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deployed to the left and right. That's a lot of shouting! Alright, so what are we going to see? That's a paint round? What to say? Oh, shit. Jeez. Is it the... Okay, that's the airship. Yes, just drop a payload on them. I feel like there was an example made where like older models can still do well against the newer generation. I forget what anime or show it was, but it was like something similar to that. Alright, anyway, so guys, is ... Wow. Okay. It's certainly potent. So this is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said those tanks are called Etchsens. Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank the Rainford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimals won't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? That's kind of crazy. You try fighting things like these head-on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true for our own nations as it is for others. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, yeah, okay, no offense. I think that's what you call PTSD, guys. So that'd be pretty bad. Anyway, if the sound of guns in warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. Green. Oh, I guess this is another kind of strength. Oh man, war never changes. Maybe not this specific scenario, but you get what I mean. All right, so thus the military exercise came to an end. Oh gee, oh, of course, and it looks like a barren wasteland now. Jeez. All right, the 4th Armored Division, led by Lieutenant General Craig, withdrew to the encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, we returned to the fortress where Major Neithardt outlined the results of our training exercise. After that, okay, so here's the fortress at nighttime, I'm assuming. Whew. And there's the chefs. I'm guessing no dinner, huh? Oh, okay. Some people. Sorry you had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it. We're the guests here after all. Thanks for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hash beef today. Or hash beef day. That's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? Ooh, just the smell's making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Neithardt. She didn't ask us to eat without her tonight. Alright, well, if she's with Major Neithardt, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armored Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but they got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hash beef's gonna get cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Ah, yes, hash beef, and it looks like some kind of corn soup dish thing. Wow, it's actually delicious. It's like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me. Huh. Ah, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? Look at her face. She's so... You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? What were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little of how we feel. It's like, has everything we've learned in our time at the academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat. None of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, you don't need any of those. All you need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and a strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The Etchtons are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about their capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but... to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like those on the front lines. I don't know, you should probably ask Selvaria Bless from Valkyria Chronicles. Let's see what she says differently. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, well, I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way, excuse me, and all the way on up to something as huge as Guerrilla's railway guns too. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch that military exercise in the first place. They could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Whoa, looks like you didn't wait for me to start the party. Instructor Sarah. So you spoke with the commander? Sure did. I got up-to-date info on the trade conference too, as well as all the latest on the terrorist. So there's new information about the ILF. Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. Oh, here we go. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. Oh, God. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like we've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Gorilla's Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking, easy-to-understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power. The Empire of Erebonia wields at present a power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. Ah, there you go. That's the lesson. What? Hehe. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hash beef rice. I heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. Okay. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, though it's gotten a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go and ask for seconds. Oh, use this! If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. Jeez. Alright, well, it kind of makes sense of what she says, because, like, regardless of position and stuff, power is power. Whether it's a small group or a big group. And I guess the lesson is just that, like, one day that one of the group members will be wielding a power as great as, I guess, this fortress. I don't know. It's kind of, you know, whenever it talks of power, it gets involved. It's always like, it's either one-sided or, never mind. Okay, like I hope you guys were trying to understand what I was trying to say. But anyway, click. Okay, that should do it. All right, that covers today's quota. Whew, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know how every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the orbital net. They got everything hooked up on the network over in Crossbell, right? Wish the Empire would get on that bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wire connection to make use of it. And considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Uh-oh. Huh? An orb mail? Looks like it's from HQ. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when you can just send you orders round the clock. Huh? What's going on? So get this. They're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we're going to outfit 20 Achetsans with C units by tomorrow. 20! Seriously? Might as well start up another pot of coffee. We're in for an all-nighter for sure. Do you even have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by freight just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we'll just have to get it done. Damn it, at least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? So that sounds kind of suspicious. So I guess we'll have to get ready soon, in a second actually. Alright, so let's see what the hell is gonna happen. Ah, here we go. So save. Alright guys, so gotta hold on to our butts and get ready. There we go, Fortress Day and but yeah, so like to talk about power, it's just like, you know, any one of our Class 7 members, when they graduate after Thor's, I'm pretty sure one of them will end up in the army at some point and maybe, you know, hold that position of high power. And I guess maybe the moral is also that power could possibly corrupt if wielded too efficiently. I don't know. I was trying to get a point somewhere across, but it kind of just got lost in translation. Alright guys, so here we go. Let's continue. Still got 10 more minutes of this part. It's fine. It's cool. Anyway. So next morning. I'm going to grab some water right now before anything happens. And believe me guys, you wouldn't believe it. This morning I was trying to test something on the software, and all of a sudden the sound cut off on my computer. It freaked me out because I thought like I wouldn't be able to record today, but then somehow I fixed it without knowing. Like I updated the drivers and updates and whatnot, and it was just a hassle for like 2.5 hours. Okay, sorry, I should have read that, but this is the railguns. We saw that before a long time ago. But yeah, I'm just glad my speakers are working. Like, yeah, like when I switched to inputs, speakers worked. Back to the computer, no sound. But somehow I fixed it. So, okay, enough about me. Sorry. So, at last, after what seemed like enough adventure to fill a week, we reached the final day of our field study. Over in Crossbell State, they were busy preparing for today's keynote session at the trade conference. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical fitness program alongside some of the soldiers. And after completing it, no easy task, I might add, we sat down to a lukewarm redux of yesterday's lunch. Oh god. That afternoon, during our special military science lecture, we were presented with a confidential report on the terrorist. Ah, okay, so this is where we learned about, what was it, G, S, and someone else? Alright, anyway. The ILF is in Crossbell. That's right. Or at least that's what the intelligence division believes. It looks like a known terrorist organization from the Calvary Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. Ooh, okay. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. Oh no. What are the authorities doing? Everything they can, naturally. However, operations are being handled solely by the intelligence division. I'm just gonna call it ID. I'm gonna shorthand some of these organizations, guys. Just to let you guys know. So, they refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything, just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. But who does the ID trust? You gotta know something about this, right, Short Stack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. I guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you they're a really strong bunch, though. That's still pretty vague. I got a few ideas. Maybe they're past characters from previous I just butchered that. I was trying to say maybe they're groups from previous games, huh, guys? Huh? I'm like rubbing my elbow against invisible people here. Alright, anyway, there's not much in us worrying about that right now. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour, the ILF, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Oh. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume Rainford's the manufacturer, then? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of an insurgent is currently unknown. But it seems to be a high-speed model, different from the heavily armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I bet it's from the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models within the series, though. But if they have an airship, that means they're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch, doesn't it? That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially considering Prince Oliver is attending the conference. He can take care of himself. He's a main character from a previous game. He can do it. And Toa's in Crossbell right now. Oh shit, that's right, Toa. Yeah. Damn, now you got me worrying too. Take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps and Lecter over there too. Well, that aside, if the terrorist's attention is currently focused on Crossbell, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Princess Alphen during the summer festival last month. It's possible it's just a feint. Maybe they want us to believe they're targeting the Chancellor. The RMP thought so too, which is why they increased the security level here at home. The Emperor and everyone else connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They also beefed up security anywhere that seems short-handed. As well prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally uncovered some information on the terrorist identities, correct? That's right, though once again, we have the ID to thank for that. If you turn your attention to the screen, please. And then it's just a funny film reel, like their vacation. It's like, oh shit, wrong film. Alright, I know that face. G. That's the man who kidnapped Princess Alphen and Elise in Heimdar. Not to mention trying to start a war with Calvert in the North Highlands. So, who is he? His full name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdar. That man? A teacher? So, an academic. Right, his focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh. So getting laid off set him on the road to terrorism? Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go was because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kind of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. In seeding a group with their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. That is very true. That is very true, guys. You can't even reason with them either. Yeah, they just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other groups I know. Oh, that's kind of a low blow. All right. Anyway, so do we know anything about the others? We crossed paths with what I can only assume were 3 other key members last month in Heimdar. Yes, S, V, and C. It seems like they haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. Their strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to a Jaeger corps. Interesting. Yeah, so the middle guy must be a bracer because he recognized Fee from last time. He was toting around his machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Does he seem familiar to you, Fee? Not really. They're working on narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's too early to make any informed statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. Ah, the one in the visored helmet. Yeah, the Lelouch v. Britannia wannabe. I heard he was going to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Lore, and Fee simultaneously. I almost find that hard to believe. I don't. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could fend 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I bet good Mira, Instructor Sarah, and Major Neithardt could do it too. I can't say for certain. Ha! Look at Mr. Modesty over here. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. Okay, that's an interesting fact. I heard people mention him right alongside Major Vander. Laying it on a little thick today, aren't we? Going by the family name, it seems safe to assume he's a practitioner of the Vander style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Zex from Zendergate. Zex Marquise. While I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years and quite close to Prince Olivert as well. In fact, he's in Crossbell right now, serving as the prince's bodyguard. Ooh, interesting. Whoa. Well, that's reassuring to know. But getting back to the point, it's not just C. We still know very little about their group as a whole. Even their source of funding is a mystery, so even if they're a no-show in Crossbell, I doubt we've heard the last of them. And call it a coincidence or fate, but you put the kibosh on their schemes twice now. It's entirely possible they'd come to hold a personal grudge against you, so be careful. Right. Yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. Okay, well, that's the end of the terrorist lectures. Alright, eventually the afternoon series of special lectures came to an end, and it was finally time to get a peek at Guerrilla Fortune's infamous railway guns. Alright, at 15:30 hours. I bet you this is when shit goes down, if I'm trying to remember from the beginning of the game. Alright, maybe not yet. You'll now be shown to the area where the railway guns are housed. All of what you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel. Yes, Instructor. I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. Guys, it's just the railway guns. I've seen it before. They're nothing to get all excited over. Orion, this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Jeez, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Oh. Ah, excuse me for a moment. This is Neithardt speaking. No, I didn't charge that on my credit card. Okay, sorry. Oh, yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Muller wants to speak to me. Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? Huh, is he taking a call from someone outside the fortress on his Arcus? Sure looks that way. I'm guessing... Oh, the music. Oh, no. Okay, guys. It looks like shit's about to go down. You know what? This would actually be the perfect time. I'm going to go ahead and split the part now, and then we'll be ready for a full... Who knows what the hell's going to hit us. So, hang on tight, guys. We will be right back.